let's get this motherfucker jumping. Who gon' take it too far? I'm tryna see who pistol thumping, bullets light up the dark. Every time my body drop, it look like pieces of art. And with this chopper, paint the block up, nigga, call me Bob Ross. Hey, I'm who they wanna be, want me be the old me. New with me, just ride the beat, boy, Jag got the best of me.
So YouTube, this boy Curtis Catch here, back with another video, man. Somebody recommended that I look at this video, you know, for the Toronto Raptors and everything. That rappers, not rappers. When I say that, you know what I mean. If I say Raptors by mistake, I'm just so used to saying the team name and not Toronto Raptors. But this Houdini in the City of the Fallen Rappers. I know I've seen something about what is his name? Because I've listened to some of his music before. Because I went back and checked my YouTube. It's Robin Banks. I've heard Robin Banks before, and I thought he was an American artist. No cap. When I found him, I was just super duper young when I found him. And there's 3 songs that I've heard by him. I know it's Club TT. I just looked at it yesterday, bro. Because I knew I had seen the name before, bro. Give me to it, bro. It's Robin Banks. Molly's off of Molly. What's the other one? What's that? I don't know. Molly's off of Molly. Club TT, and I know it's some other one. It sound kind of like a Chief Keef song, but I've heard Robin Banks before, so I just know I seen something about him being paralyzed from the neck down. So yeah, that's crazy, bruh. You know, R.I.P. to Houdini, and that's crazy to, you know, what happened to Robin Banks though. So let's go ahead and get ready to the video, man, because y'all been recommending this, so let's go ahead and get right to it.
I'm a target. Not only you're a target, you're rapping about these people. Your house is 10 times the size of their house. That would make me dislike me if I was on the other side.
Man, hey, that do make sense. Ain't this the ukulele dude, bro?
I don't need you, all I needed myself. I wasn't asking nobody for help. She wanted me cause her name ringing bells. Designer the jeans, so designer the belt.
He was just like my favorite rapper.
That's tough right there. What song is that?
For literally of anyone, he was my favorite.
When you really think about it, yeah, most artists do get killed in their home city. And why do you think that is?
Hatred. People looking at you, saying, I wish that was me.
Bullets.
From your own city though, bruh. From your own city though, bruh. When you can go do the same thing, bruh. You killing me ain't gonna get you nowhere near where you wanna be. You know, just for example, for people who kill for hating. You killing somebody because that's where you wanna be. That ain't gonna get you no closer to where you wanna be, goofy. Like it's just pure hate. That's just you being mad because somebody actually grinding and doing a thing, bro. You can do the same thing if you just go grind, bro. You can do the same thing. Ain't no point in hating, bro.
Sent many fleeing for their lives here on this stretch. Now, the 21-year-old has been identified as a popular Toronto rapper.
All right, we gotta talk about the Houdini story, right? The jealousy and hatred rappers gotta deal with in their own home city is terrible. And that's a fact in every state in America. But one of the most violent...
That's just a fact everywhere. Everywhere. Somebody see you going, you know, you doing something. You going crazy. They just looking back, they sitting back. Why he doing that? Why I'm not doing that? I want to be right there. No, all that's weird to me, bruh. Go do your own thing, bruh.
cities right now.
Worried about what the next nigga do.
For up-and-coming rappers to make it out of is Toronto, and people don't realize this. There's a reason Toronto's becoming one of the most surveyed cities in North America. It's looking like Beijing. They're getting cameras everywhere. Only Atlanta, Chicago, and DC got more surveillance per person, and that's...
I ain't even know that. We got the most cameras? Where? 35,000 cameras? Where, bro? This is new to me. I didn't even know this, bruh.
That's because of the ongoing gang war that's been escalating for years, right? It's literally hunting season on rappers. And that's exactly what happened to Houdini. Houdini was sitting down with record labels in LA, New York, collabing with Pop Smoke. This kid was the real deal. Until a couple weeks ago, he was brutally shot and killed in broad daylight.
That's tough. So he was finally finna make his way out. Make it up. That's crazy though. Pop Smoke and him died? Up and coming rappers, bro. Up and coming popping rappers, bro. That's a real coincidence, bro.
In the
Niggas hate.
entertainment district of downtown Toronto. And this shit was surgical. They used Glock 9s with 30-round mags. They took advantage of Corona season by wearing medical masks to hide their faces. There was a 6-year-old kid that got caught in the crossfire dodging.
This is what I mean, bro. I'll be shooting at just shoot. Don't even care who write that, bro. As this unfolds, a blue boy does get to a while that's just turning up. Came from the vehicle, adding, return. We need self-possessed shootings.
Bullets
that has a high capacity magazine. It's a 30-round magazine. And as this unfolds, I want you to pay attention to the little boy that ducks into the vestibule here.
The whole thing was nuts, right? And the city is shook right now. Now we're gonna get into all this.
That's tough. Even Meek Mill knew who he was. Rock with him, Bull Vibe as a person. R.I.P. Yeah, R.I.P. to Houdini, man. Tough, bro. He was starting to make his noise. Niggas was hating.
But before we do, my song of the day today is none other than Houdini himself. Let's go.
Ain't killing money music, that's like VVVVs. Told that bitch to hit the deck, get on her knees. I got numbers of the Fed saying freeze up in my sleep. Follow tips right with you run, we got an infrared beam. I got Bristol on the run, who ain't tryna be seen. Used to flipping a whole bag, nipped it quicker to the fiends. And I've been through a lot of shit, but Scott.
Y'all gotta recommend me some more Houdini, bro. I'll do.
Giving me release, and I told a little hoe, can't finesse me for my cheese, no. Go wash tires, get a little nigga knocked off for free, yeah. And please don't mind, I'm too real for the industry, yeah.
Alright, in order to understand this story, we gotta focus.
One thing is, just because you see somebody like that, I mean, it's just ops for the most part. You know, people who probably had some gifts for real, for real. But me, bro, just because somebody's showing off their money and their cars and something like that, that ain't gonna motivate me to hate them. I feel like if you see somebody doing good or something like that, that should motivate you to want to just get better and do bigger things too, or something like that, bro. Like, it ain't necessarily gotta be what they doing. You know, it ain't gotta be gang banging or rapping, or you can just do your own thing, bro. Rather than be a hating nigga.
On one hood in particular in Toronto called Driftwood. And this story, we gotta focus on one hood in particular in Toronto called Driftwood, or Northside Jane and Finch. And this is where Houdini's from. Now, they're by far the most influential in terms of music in the city, but they're also a notorious Crip faction, right? They beef with pretty much everybody in the city.
Up top, J Finch. Wood, East Side, E Block. That block, that blue rock. 39s, V Block, Village, East Side, Connection, Eddie Rock, Top Lane, Bottom Lane. Oh, that's tough.
To the south of them, the south side of Jane and Finch, they bang Blood, and that's their direct rival.
That's crazy. That's crazy how that's set up like that, bro.
The lowest income neighborhood in the city called Regent also has tension with Driftwood, stemming from rap beefs and rap killings. And another area called Rexdale has been Driftwood's rival for damn near a decade now. So they beef with everybody. Now in 20...
They beef with everybody.
2015, Driftwood kids kinda instilled the Chirac music vibe up in the north, in Canada. They were putting disses to rivals in their tracks and talking about the stuff they were doing in the streets in their lyrics.
If you diss my niggas, then you know we pulling triggers. Late nights with them killers, we kidnapping drug dealers.
Now that song is Robin Banks featuring Pressa. Pressa is one of the few who actually crossed over to the mainstream American scene, and he's actually living in Cali right now.
Who's this?
In a nice mansion. His rap career popped off for him, but before all that, he was involved in a case where he allegedly kidnapped 2 drug dealers, moving them around from location to location, holding them for ransom, until eventually forcing them to give each other head in front of everybody.
Okay.
2 dudes. That's crazy. Now, Pressa was later cleared of the...
Why you say it like that? Tell me something. 2 dudes. That's crazy.
Those charges and granted the court's permission to go on tour with Drake out in England. And another rapper got 6 years in Pressa's place for the charge. Now, Pressa's partner Robin Banks, who was in that track that I just showed, he was practically the pioneer for the scene, right? He had the torch early on from 2015, and he kind of started this organic...
Yeah, I saw those videos. Those videos, right? That's the ones I'm talking about, bro. I've seen Robin Banks before.
Organic hood label in Driftwood, where he was putting on all the rappers from his area. Robin Banks started getting millions of views, caught the attention of Meek Mill, who really rocked with the movement. Meek Mill and Robin Banks were sending paperwork back and forth. He was about to sign a deal with the Dream Chasers, and to celebrate, he was having a party at a hookah lounge called Cameo, where unfortunately his ops found out about it, infiltrated the party, and shot him up 9 times, leaving him in...
They pulled to announce it. You know niggas is hating, bruh. That's crazy, bruh.
In critical condition, just as this man was about to cross over to the US scene. They orchestrated that hit on him. Now thankfully, Robin Banks is alive, but he's paralyzed from the neck down. And his ops were super disrespectful, posting memes of him in a wheelchair and stuff. Now he's still doing his thing, releasing tracks and of course pushing the rappers from Driftwood on his label, but the rivals going after Robin Banks like that really escalated the violence in the city.
Of course, bro, y'all coming for somebody who is just putting on for the city. That don't help y'all when y'all, you know, that don't help your city when y'all kill somebody from y'all city, bro, like that, bro. Or, you know, do something like that to somebody who was trying to put on for y'all city, right? But he was in the gang stuff too, so that ain't really nothing. And it's also just niggas hating too, so they already seen one of them get cross that U.S. line, which was Pressa. Y'all finna see another one cross the U.S. line, and y'all finna hate like a motherfucker, bruh.
And it made it kind of a trophy for people to target rappers. This was like the first high-profile assassination attempt on a rapper who was about to cross over. Now the next year, the most influential artist out of the country was Smoke Dawg. Now I'm not from Toronto, you don't gotta be from Toronto to know Smoke Dawg. He was getting co-signed by Drake, doing shows in the UK and the US, and he's from the place called...
I've never heard of him.
Regent Park. Now this is pretty much the trenches, right? It's the lowest income community in the whole city, but it's not very close to Driftwood, and because of that, they didn't really have too much tension back and forth until one summer night at a club in 2018, Smoke Dawg got into a heated argument with a Driftwood rapper by the name of 21 Neat, and this shit escalated quickly, right? They stepped outside where 21 Neat shot and killed Smoke Dawg and his manager. Probably one of the most gruesome after-death
That's crazy, bro.
videos I've seen of a rapper, right? People were filming him and Smoke Dawg's brain matter was like leaking on the road. It was a wild scene. Now this pretty much gave Regent the green light to go after Driftwood as retaliation. And this created a whole bunch of new problems in the city where
All these gifts.
Neighborhoods that otherwise didn't have too much tension now had maximum levels of tension. And Driftwood didn't really care, like they were welcoming all smoke. Now the Toronto police didn't arrest the rapper 21 Neat for quite some time. They couldn't find him. There were even rumors that he escaped to Somalia, but he eventually got found out all the way out in the west coast of the country. Near Vancouver, where he was extradited back to Toronto to stand trial for the murder of Dawg. Now this is when the story gets wild, because 21 Neat has a brother who goes by the name of 22 Neat, right? They're both from Driftwood, they're from the same block as Pressa, Robin Banks, they're all homies, which is why it was weird when everyone found out 5 months ago in December of 2019, 22 Neat killed his own homie and fellow rapper on their label named YS.
What's going on over there, man? What's going on over there, bruh?
YS had just gotten back from doing a bit in jail, and he was on a bunch of tracks that were getting hundreds of thousands of views, and out of nowhere, the feds found YS's body all the way out on the west coast of the country.
Man's just had got out of jail, came out doing his thing.
Near Vancouver, and the rumors started circulating that 22 Neat, his own homie, was the one who pulled the trigger. Nobody really knows why he did it, but some people say it was over money. That's not been confirmed. Anyways, 22 Neat knew there would be repercussions, so he fled to a place called Calgary, Alberta, but he didn't last long. They
Number 22 filthy shutting kid. That's crazy.
actually found him dead 2 days later, as revenge for what he did to the homie YS. Now at this point, the city's in crisis, and Driftwood was putting out all this talent, but this horrific stuff kept happening.
Yeah, 30.
The next to pop out of the city was this rap duo formed by two brothers from Driftwood known as the Talib Twins. They had this track with 5 million views that was scorching hot in the city and in the US as well, before one of the twins eventually got locked up. So the other twin decided to keep the momentum going and kept releasing these fire tracks under the name the Talib Twin. In February of 2020, the Talib Twin was at a condo party on the 32nd floor of an Airbnb rental when two of his ops infiltrated the party and started opening fire. The Talib Twin...
How do they get the drop on y'all like this, bro? Bro, how do they get the drop on where y'all be at, bro? Unless y'all just really just posting y'all locations up like this. This is crazy, bro.
Fired back and managed to kill both of them before he himself died at the scene. And there's a bunch of speculation as to what happened. I mean, you can't make this shit up.
That's crazy, bro. He fought for his life. Yeah, he got both of them and still lost him. That's crazy, bro.
Right? Like some people say he tripped and shot himself, but the feds believe he went into another room in the condo and just ended his own life. Like the story's crazy, and the thing with Driftwood and the politics in the city is they beef with so many places that sometimes it's hard to say who is responsible for targeting them. They got a lot of enemies. And then of course, at the end of May, the single biggest name out of Toronto who's not Drake or Tory Lanez or The Weeknd was the rapper Houdini. Now, as I said in my intro, this is a kid who is sitting down with record labels in New York and Los Angeles. He was gonna go places. But unfortunately, as the trend is in the city, Houdini was in the entertainment district of Toronto late in the afternoon. And little did he know, there was a Volkswagen Tiguan that was lying in wait on the east side of a street called Blue Jays Way, which is right where he had to go by. They were waiting for a long time, over 40 minutes, and Houdini was with.
That means somebody told on him, bro. Bro, ain't no way these people just be finding out where they be at, bro. Somebody close to them be just be snaking, bro. Somebody snaking, bro. He just said they was waiting for 40 minutes. How y'all even know he was right there? How know that? And then the other thing with the dude and people just popping up, the thing they popped up, and I could see, I don't know if Robin Banks posted this location or that he was gonna do this and that at that location. Then the Talib Twin dude, like, I don't know, bro. Ain't no way they just finding out when y'all wet like that and just getting the drop on y'all and finding y'all like that. Like that. That's tough.
With a 15-year-old boy at the time, and they were making their way down the street. And once they got in range of the Volkswagen, a lone shooter got out of the vehicle and started unloading a bunch of clips in Houdini's direction. There was this little kid who was caught in the crossfire, as well as a family. Like, this whole thing is on CCTV footage, right? It's heart-wrenching. And they unloaded a bunch of clips into Houdini, who got hit and kept running, right? Adrenaline, even if you get wounded mortally, you could still run because you got adrenaline. So he was running with a bunch of bullets in his body and then eventually collapsed and died. And the 15-year-old kid who was with Houdini was also strapped, and he was trying to get off shots back at the assailants, and then his gun jammed, right? Which he got rid of in an alleyway and ran away. Now, Meek Mill, Tory Lanez, and a whole bunch of others took to social media to express their condolences as soon as this happened. And you could see just how much the industry was rocking with Houdini. Like, this was a kid who was about to make it. But just look at Toronto. The city is in shambles right now. Like, the retaliation killings have already been ordered. Houdini's own memorial got shot up in this ridiculous video you could see on YouTube. It's like this drive-by style.
More than 60 on fire at Memorial. What?
Video where out of the darkness this car pulls up, starts opening fire into a crowd. The whole crowd is strapped up, so they immediately start firing back. But this shit is nuts. I know this happens in the States, it's nothing new, but I'm coining Toronto the city of the fallen rappers because the trend recently of the up and coming rappers who are now dead is just unparalleled. Like, you can't compare it. But yeah, man, that's it for this video. Rest in peace to Houdini, gone but not forgotten. Check out his music when you get a chance. And yeah, man, I'll see you in the next one.
That's crazy, bro. That is crazy. I learned a lot about Toronto just in this one video. That's crazy, bro. Let me show y'all at least some more videos down, bro. That is crazy, bro. RIP to him, man. RIP to all of them, bro. Sad thing that happened to Robin Banks. That's tough. Cause I found him years ago. I didn't even know he was a Toronto rapper. Club TT and Molly's off the Molly. And bro, I know for sure those are two of the songs. I don't know what that third song was, bro. I can't remember, but I definitely heard some Robin Banks before, and I'm thinking he was from the States the whole time, bro. I don't even know how I found him. Me, I'm always looking for music, so I already knew. Like, I just didn't know he was from Toronto. But I mean, shit, I'm always looking, so I always find something. And I probably won't even know what somebody had, and I still listen to him. Like, that's crazy. But yeah, bro, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the video. Hope y'all enjoy it, man. Make sure y'all leave some videos, like I said. I'm gonna go ahead and get out. Boy.
No, we not lazy, we working, yeah. Used to walk, now we in Porsche, yeah. I got gelato and sherbet, yeah. I ran that check up on purpose, yeah. Yeah. I got pink rocks on Hawaiian, yeah. Keep me in strong like I'm dyking, yeah.